Hey, what's cracking, everybody? On today's video, I'm gonna do something different. Typically, I'll do a first look of a system or, something like that. But on this video, I'm gonna try something different. Um, I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna do it live right here. We're gonna test it out, see if it works. But right now, the way I have my version of Hyprland set up is that if you click on the Rofi Nemo button, you get your Rofi. And from here, you can open up your menus and all that. You can open up your applications and see what you got installed and everything like that. But what I wanted to do is see if I can get a custom a custom menu, kind of like what I did with on OpenBox. Like on OpenBox, when I click on my menu button, it opens up the XFCE 4 menu, just to give you a normal, menu button. So I wanted to test that out here and see if that would even work with Hyprland and the Waybar. I mean, there's a lot you could do with these systems. I typically the only window manager I use is OpenBox. All these other window managers, I just look at them. I put them on the system because people wanted them on the Prime ISO. So it's basically the main reason why it's on there. But on this system, I'm going to test it out and see if I can add the XFCE 4 menu to pop up here. So I'll click on my config tab right here, and I have the Waybar config file right here that I can open up. So I'll click on that, and then I'll just go ahead and close this. And pretty much this section right here is all the buttons that are right here. So basically, if you see two functions on one, the left click's going to open up one function and the right click's going to open up a separate function. And you can see right here, this is the Rofi menu one. And then you got the web and terminal, it's the second one. And then the third one right here is going to be the config. And the last one is a power menu that I set up. So if I want to, turn off the system, I created that little power menu to put on there. Um, but I want to see if I could actually put the XFCE 4 menu right here on the top. So, it's gonna take some tinkering, but let's go ahead and start that process now. So I'm gonna copy this line right here because I'm gonna add a custom fifth button. So basically, the four that I have right here, I'm just gonna, move them up a notch. So this is now gonna be two. This is now gonna be three. This is now gonna be four. And this is now gonna be five. And then I'm just gonna copy this one block right here so I can create the first block. Copy, and then I'm gonna paste it right in here. All right, and this will be the new number one. All right, and this one I'm just gonna name it menu. All right, and there is not gonna be a right click command, so I can erase that line. So, and then the command is gonna run, I think it's XFCE4 pop-up whisker menu. I think that's it, but let me open up a web browser just to confirm. And I'm just going to search XFCE4 pop-up whisker menu. That's it right here. And this is the command that would pretty much open up the whisker menu for you. Now, I know right now I'm making it look easy, but believe me, it's not as easy as it sounds because there's a lot more stuff I have to do. I'm just setting up the Waybar part for now. So I got the all the function in here that I need to set up, and I'll just go ahead and I'll save this. All right, and then I can go ahead and close that file. Hopefully I'm done with that. Let me close the web browser. All right, now I'm going to open up a terminal and I'm going to install the XFCE4 panel. and the XFCE for whisker menu. So these are the commands to install the XFCE4 panel and XFCE4 whisker menu plugin. And you notice right here, I just typed install and these. Basically on all my desktops, you could just type install and whatever program is, and it should install because I have a custom bash file. And then just give the password. All right, and then it starts installing. So the install will work on any desktop that I have on LinuxHub Prime. You just type install and the name of the programs and it should install. Okay, so I have these programs installed, and now I have to figure out to start these apps when I start the desktop. So let me go back to config, and I wonder if it's in Hyprland config. Let me open that up. Right, let me close this. And I think it is here, but let me just confirm. I may have to do some searching. Okay, exit ones and Hyperland, Hyper. So let me try that. Let me try the exit one. So I'll just put this at the end. And it's gonna be it's just gonna be XFCE4 panel. Because the whisker menu, that'll be already in the panel. So right, and that should set it up. I'll just save that, close that. I think I can close the terminal now because I'm done with that. So now, oh no, I better open up the terminal again. And now let me do screen XFCE4 panel. Okay, so it did open up the panel, and now I can edit the panel. I can even close the terminal now because I use the screen function, and the panel will stay up. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some trickery to get this see if I can get this menu thing to work. So let me right click that, panel, panel preferences. I'll go to items, and I'm just gonna remove well, let me see which panel I'm working with right now. Panel 2 is gonna be the bottom one, and I'm gonna delete that one. All right, so the one on the bottom is gone now. I could have left it, but I don't need it. Now these, I'm just gonna remove them all. All right, so now I'm gonna add the XFCE4 whisker. There it is. Add, and now I can close this. All right, so now I'll go to display. The length of the panel, I only need it all the way to there. Just to right there. And on the appearance, I could make it disappear. So you could kind of see the magic happening now. But if I click right here, or is it? See? It opens up the XFCE port panel. But right now it's because the icon is hidden right there. All right. So I think I'm happy with that. And let me see, dark mode is there. Display. Do I want to lock it? I don't want it locked. Let me go to appearance. That way I can move it around. I can move it up here. Well, at least it appears like if I can. So I'm trying to hide it back there, basically what I'm trying to do. But you know what? I'll just leave it right there. All right, make it disappear again. And I'm pretty much done with this part. So I think what I need to do now is just reboot or restart Hyprland. Let me see if that actually works. Okay, so now the menu thing appears. And if I click on it, you can see that I have a regular XFCE4 menu. So now I can get into my accessories. Basically, it gives it more like a regular menu. And this logout thing is not going to work because I'm on Hyprland. But what I could do is close this. And I notice this panel is now pushed down a little bit. So this panel up here, I got to do some more editing on it. Preferences. I got to move it from where it's at. Okay, I want it down there. And now I'll make it disappear. And now I think I'll lock it so it'll stay right there. Let's see if that does all the magic. But first, let me go up here, click on menu again, and it does open up the panel. Let me try to reboot again and see if that if it moves the panel down again, the Waybar. Hopefully not. Hopefully it'll stay in place. Like I say, all I'm doing is just some trickery, just using different elements to make a regular panel. All right, so now it is on the top. So now when I click on the menu button, it's going to open the XFCE4 menu. And from here, I can go through all the options and, you know. But another thing I can do now is fix this this logout button. I could actually change it now. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let me go into config. And let me see, what was the Hyprland config? No, not this one. It's the Waybar config. All right, so on the power, just wanted to point to this custom script that I had. So I'll copy that. I'll go back up to my menu, to the XFCE4 panel. It's invisible, but I know it's there. So that's why I can do it like this. And I can go to panel preference, items. Let me close this. I don't need all this open. And then I can edit the whisker menu. All right, and commands. So right now on logout, let me add this command here. And let's see if that does a trick. And there you go. Now I set up my logout on the regular menu. All right, so there you have it, a full menu on Hyprland. You know, most people watching this that are window manager users will probably laugh at this, what I'm doing here. But you know, you could take ideas like this and you can see how you can manipulate a system to basically do whatever it is you want it to do. That way you can use it like a regular system and not be dependent on the window manager system. So basically it's like what I did with OpenBox. On my system, OpenBox works like a regular desktop. It doesn't feel like a window manager because you have buttons and everything, so you can interact with your mouse and your keyboard. But you know, most people that use window managers, they don't like that. They like to do everything with key bindings and things like that. But I like to think outside the box. You know what I mean? I like to think differently and make different functions work, you know, basically the way you want them to work. So right here, there's a this will open up the settings manager on XFCE on that desktop environment. But since we don't have that environment, you know, the button is pretty much dead right now. So I'm going to go back over here, go to the properties, and then I'm going to open up my config and go back to the Waybar config. And which one is the one that I'm configs? So I'm going to go ahead and add this over there also. So I'll close this, commands, instead of settings manager, I'm going to add this one. All right, and we'll go ahead and close that. Close that. So now when I click over here, now I can open up my settings from the menu also. See? So there's cool things you can do. So I can basically erase all of this now because I have everything just on one single button now. So now I can get to my row feed, my terminal. I can get to everything just using the regular menu. You know what I mean? And then I can even edit the menu to do other things. So let's go to panel preferences again. And let me see the items. And let me go ahead and edit this again. Click on it and then edit it. All right, so right here, appearance. I can change kind of like how it looks. See how that's a different look now? Oh, I can just put that back. Position categories on the left. So now all the categories are right there. All right, and then position profile on button. I don't need all that. And now behavior. Go to recently used. Now I'll keep it on favorites. Switch categories by hovering. All right, that'll work right there. Cool and cool. So now when I open this, you know, it just switches just with the mouse over now. Before I had to click it, but now all the buttons just once I put the mouse over them, it switches to them automatically. And this lock right here, since it's not really working, what I can do is just get rid of it altogether. So commands, well, I don't get rid of it, I just uncheck it. And that pretty much does it. So you can see now I just have these two. So a regular menu on Hyprland, and without using Rofi or anything like that. I'm using the XFCE 4-panel menu on here. So now I can go back to config, open the Waybar config, and I can actually remove all of these now because basically I don't need them. And what I'll do is I'll just comment them out up here. Just keep them for safekeeping. And I believe to comment out, you can use the double strike. Yeah. Use the double slash. All right, those are commented out. And these right here, I believe I can do the same thing with these. But these I can just delete. All right, so I just have custom icon 1. And I believe that's it. I think I'm good to go. If I just save it, I can close this, Control Q, go to my menu, go ahead and reboot again. I'm pretty sure there's a function to restart Hyprland, but you know, I'm thinking about XFCE, so my mind is somewhere else. So I just reboot the whole system. It only takes a couple seconds to do that, so it's no biggie. All right, and we are rebooted. All of those items are gone now. I just have the one that I need, and that's it. And everything else can be opened up from the menu itself. I can even use the search. If I want to use Firefox, you find it like that, or I can just go to the Internet tab, and it'll be right there. Yeah. I might just make this standard on my systems, just so, I don't know. You can laugh at it if you want, to, but I just want to show you that you can do pretty cool things on these systems, and that's one of them right there. All right, just wanted to do some little change up on Hyprland. I was thinking about this, and I wanted to see if it would actually work, and lo and behold, it works. You have a normal menu button on Hyprland, a normal applications menu. What more can you ask for? There you go. All right, you guys, if you think this is cool or something, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Is this a good idea? Is it a stupid idea? Let me know. Don't be shy. It's just something that I wanted to test out to see if it works, and lo and behold, it does work. So, hey, when you have an idea, run with it. Make it happen. Who knows what you accomplish with it? All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If not, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. It's all fair game here on LinuxHub. And if you're a new user to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. All right, you guys, and I'm out.